Alrighty, folks, and welcome back to our third match of tonight's quadruple header here on GG Speedruns, the 9th annual Super Smash TV tournament. And this is our first of the two winner semifinals in the upper bracket, our first best of 7 match between JPop4Life, last year's runner-up, and Tele01, last year's bronze medal finisher. This is a rematch of last year's second chance bracket finals. This should be a great match here, Sigma.
I mean, we have two ace runners. I expect nothing but fireworks.
Oh, definitely, indeed. I would be shocked if this goes less than 6 games here. But I mean, JPop4Life, we know, does those orb manipulation strats. I haven't seen any of Tele01 so far this season, so I'm not sure if this is something he does or not. So that potentially could be a factor of who might have the upper hand here in this match. But it was JPop4Life last year who took down Tele01 to advance to the Grand Championship, but would fall to the Grand Champion, 3-time champion, Brysolf. So J-Pop obviously looking to get back to the winners finals and potentially make a return trip to the Grand Championship.
Yeah, he wants revenge against Brysolf.
Yeah, he may get that opportunity if he can get past Tele01 today. Now, I will say this much. I do believe it was Tele01 who took down Brysolf last year. So there's always that possibility. Or not Bryce. Or no, I take that back. That's my mistake. No, Teleo took down CHX last year. My mistake. I get the two confused because they're like the top 2 who've made it in the last 4 seasons. So getting your I's and T's crossed here. We're gonna go ahead and get game number 1 started. I'll let them know, and we'll get them turned loose.
Yep. Yeah, Teleo was the one who clipped CHX.
Yep.
But best of 7. This is what we're doing for the semifinals and finals of the winners bracket. It is best of 7. It'll be hot.
Almost certainly, indeed. I am asking if the runners are ready to go, and if so, we're going to count them down. They are both ready, so here we go. Good luck. All right, our 2 runners are underway with game number 1 of this best of 7 match. Winner moves on to the winners finals against either Brysolf or Tetsuo. That'll be coming up at a later date. So Teleo is not going for the razor or the orb manipulation. J-Pop is, so potential advantage gained for J-Pop if he can convert. All right, so Teleo's time is a low 41. It's a high 39 for J-Pop. Looks like that J-Pop might have gotten the manipulation all good to go, and if that's the case, he should have an advantage as we're getting our runners lined up in sync here. And yep, orb on the feet for J-Pop. He is 1 for 1, and invulnerability for Teleo, so major advantage for J-Pop.
He has an advantage. Now he's just gotta, Teleo's just gotta find an orb for himself. J-Pop's trying to keep it. Well, there's an orb for Teleo. Now we're good.
Yep, right in the middle right there. No problems for Teleo, so he's going to keep things going here, but J-Pop will have the advantage with a 115. Teleo is going to be at the end of the room, needs to focus on the shrapnel here, and just because he didn't get anything to complement that orb, is about 8.5 seconds back as J-Pop has rockets to start eat my shrapnel. Grenades on the feet for Teleo. That's no good. That swirl. Ooh, that swirl was dangerous, and I think he might have lost a little bit of time. There was 4 shrapnel on the screen briefly.
Yeah, it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you didn't. It's either lose time or lose the orb in the life, so I'd rather just lose the time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. At this early stage of the game, you're going to take that half second or full second penalty or whatever it ends up being. We'll find out what the difference is when these runners are out the door. Of course, a rocket at the end could help. It's a 158 for J-Pop. Telio needs, oh, he's got a rocket to finish the room, so he may gain that time back. It's a 2:06. So yeah, still about that 8.5 second lead. So yeah, he kept it even thanks to that closing rocket right there. So, oh, a razor shield to start. That's a great opener for Telio. Spreaders for JPop.
Yep, Telio's gonna avoid that nuke. He's just gonna focus on his firing lanes, which Telio's always had great firing lanes. I'm not quite keen about grabbing that feat.
Yeah, but J-Pop does get a razor shield, so now both these runners have the razor shield. Both can keep control of the middle of the room. It's now about who might have better firing lanes, and rockets on the feet for Telio, so the weapon advantage is going to Telio, so he should, if his firing lanes were good, gain some time back. It's still a J-Pop lead at 250, but as he gets this last one down, is going to gain a little bit of time. It's a 2:57. He gained a second and a half. And we have another taco sponsor. Who was it this time, Sigma?
With our station partners in Atlanta, Georgia, you're gonna love this place.
Oh, yeah? What do we got?
Taco La Via.
I like the name. Foot for J-Pop to start. That is not an ideal opener. So if Telio can get a better drop, he may cut into that J-Pop lead. A razor shield, but not in the best of locations, but still will manage to grab it. So that's definitely going to help him a lot. First gunner down, second gunner down for both. Telio's got rockets. Second gunner is down for both. They're both in control of the middle of the room. So now it's just a matter of firing lanes, weapon quality at this point.
Yeah, Telio seems to be going for a lot of feet. I don't know if that boosts up, firing speed a little bit. I don't know.
I don't know either, as Tally's going to grab the nuke here. That's not going to be enough to finish the room. The explosion for J-Pop means a time penalty, so he's going to finish with a 4:04, and Talio's going to gain some more time on that lead, as it's a 4:09. It's down to a 5-second advantage for J-Pop. That is less than one empty drop. Anybody's game. I expected nothing less from these two runners. Rockets to start for J-Pop. Rockets to start for Telio.
Yeah, Rocket's on the feet. J-Pop gonna manual the spread. Does not get what he needs.
No. Telio did get the ball buster. Now he's got a lobber, so they've both popped an arm. Weapon advantage right now to Telio. Telio, that's a risk if he could get blocked. He does not get blocked, and he will take the lead on this spreader.
That is just prime positioning. Not get as many manuals as you like. He does get zapped.
And a weapon advantage now for J-Pop, as he's now got lobbers. Telio with the rockets, and J-Pop has the lead back. He might have had the lead the entire time, but it is still very, very close. But the weapon advantage remains with J-Pop. Telio's going to need to see another spreader here.
Yeah, meanwhile, J-Pop has just been doing great lobber shots, getting into the middle of that rib cage.
Looking for a spreader. What does he get? It's grenades. J-Pop on final form now. It's looking real good for J-Pop here. Telio needs a spreader right now, or this one's over, and I think it's over regardless. Yeah, it's definitely over. J-Pop needs just to land these lobbers here, and he's going to take game number one.
Yeah, he's missing a lot of shots, though, but it doesn't matter.
Nope, it's going to be about a 550 for J-Pop. That's a very solid opener for last year's silver medalist. Telio, I tell you what, played very well. I mean, it was a 5-second lead going into this. He got an opening spreader that put him pretty much even with J-Pop, but just too many good drops, too many good firing shots, and just not enough good quality weapons for Telio. So he's going to have some work to do, but J-Pop draws first blood in the Binford feud.
Yep, he struck first blood. Got those points.
Yes.
And we're ready for our next round. Telio, J-Pop, front and center. Let's go.
That's beautiful. I expected this to be close, and 33 seconds doesn't seem close, but remember, they were only 5 seconds back to start the room, and they were pretty much even about halfway through the fight, but then the weapons just really flew for J-Pop. We'll see if Telio can equalize here in game number 2.
Knowing Telio, he probably will give it a good run for his money.
Oh, definitely indeed here. So we'll give them a couple moments to get the manipulation ready to go here, and then I will ask if they're ready.
like to remind everybody this is a best 4 of 7 when we get to this point forward.
Yep, and when we get to that same section of the bottom half of the bracket, you look at the bracket, you look right down the line like that. When we get to that part of the bracket, that too becomes a best of 7 as well. So here we go with game number 2. J-Pop currently 1 for 1 on the orb manipulation. He'll look to go 2 for 2. Telio will just do the traditional strats here and just hope for the best and collect power-ups.
Telio's keeping an eye on things. Does not go for the nuke because the swarmers were just in good positions where his fire lanes was just solid enough.
It'll be a negligible lead for J-Pop going into collect power-ups. It looks like he did get the orb manipulation, so we should see an orb on the feet. He'll be 2 for 2. So Telly's going to need to see a good quality weapon here. And yep, there is the orb. Grenades, that is not going to do it. That's the wrong circular shape there. Spreaders is better, so this is going to be another J-Pop advantage. Telly does get a razor shield. Let's see if he can get an orb to go with all of these things. He does!
Oh, there you go.
So Telio able to keep pace thanks to some good quality drops. It's going to be still a J-Pop advantage, but not by a heck of a lot. A 118 plays a 119. About a second and a half lead for J-Pop, so it's close.
So we see some feet, we see some swarmers, Telio picks up the feet, so not a lot of good drops happening.
These drops would be disastrous if these two runners did not have an orb. Well, that's a great closer there for Telio. He'll have the rockets to finish up this room. J-Pop is not going to have such luck, so Telio might gain a little bit of time back.
He miscounted!
Oh! And because of that, Telio it's about a second back. So, yep, a little bit of a... Oh, but a mistake for Telio. He loses his orb starting the room.
No, Telio lost the orb in Eat My Shrapnel.
Oh, I did not see it. The shrapnel picked him off at the door. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, Telio miscounted. He thought he had 18. He only had 17. He forgot one more shrapnel to go.
Yep, and unfortunately the 1 in 4 chance struck as it spawned right at the door, took away his orb, and that's going to really put him behind the 8 ball, especially when J-Pop's getting rockets.
He's getting rockets. He's got a spreader ready to go for him. The room has been quite clean and tidy. He's going to be out at a 251. I'll just save this product placement for the next match.
Yeah, I think that'll buy you some time to find another one. That green shirt was getting a little too close, and because of that, Telio had to have the explosions go off on him. He is 14 seconds back. I mean, definitely not out of it by any stretch, but he needs J-Pop either to make a mistake or the weapons to flow his way in tank trouble.
Yeah, he really needs that to happen. Let's see this first drop for J-Pop.
Oh my God. Wow. The rich getting richer. RNG favoring the favorites, potentially underwhelming the underdogs if we don't see a good drop from Telio to start tank trouble. So J-Pop is going to be in the clear, just needs to focus on the middle and focus on keeping the kill count high. And yeah, that foot definitely confirms the underdogs are getting underwhelmed here.
And J-Pop had 2 rockets in a row, so he is just playing really well. And there's a third rocket drop.
Are you kidding me?
And he is going to be out. Look at this, 356.
Right now, a 73-second run would get him a sub 510. We'll see if it happens. Because he is with Brysolf on the 510 train on that leaderboard. Starts with rockets, so now he can focus on the ball buster, and he'll be looking for a spreader. That's a spreader, but it's in a bad spot. He can't die for it, so he's going to have to go manuals here, and doing a good job. He's going to go ahead and change it up for some lobbers there, but a couple of good manuals there before he made the change.
Yeah, just making the best of a bad situation, and Telio is 2 forms down, and nice grab there of the rockets to take out those gunners. He has 3 forms back now.
Yeah, just J-Pop got off to that real good start with the ball buster. Now he's got a spreader. He can really just end this right now, and we could be talking 5-2x potentially here, depending on how much transfer damage he can get off of this final form. Final form now for J-Pop. He won't be able to get to that spreader, and he didn't get enough transfer damage to make it work. And yeah, there's your final form hijinks that you typically see in a PB run like this, back-to-back invulnerabilities. But it's not going to matter in terms of the tournament here. He will end up winning this game. It's just what's the time going to be. These lobbers will do it. It'll be about a 535, 536 for J-Pop. That's a really, really hot time here. And I'll tell you what, J-Pop is not messing around. He is hungry, and right now, these times are showing it. It is a 536 for J-Pop. Just an incredible run here from the silver medalist.
Yeah, he's been listening to all the taco restaurants we've been listing off for the these past couple of races, and he is hungry.
Well, definitely, indeed. And Telio, I mean, just made that mistake in Eat My Shrapnel. That miscount kind of spiraled this out of control and just never really got back into this one, Sigma.
No, and it's not like Telio to make a mistake like that.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, if there's any consolation, 536 is a very tough time to beat. So even if he doesn't make the mistake, if he's going to make a mistake like that, do it when your opponent gets a 536.
Yep, and it looks like he's going to be out at a 646. He's going to be out at 643.
Yeah, about 642, 643 is going to end up being the time here for Telio. So yeah, he's definitely not going to be pleased about that run. But right now we're about to get to game number 3. To me, this is a must-win for Telio. He's got to win game number 3 here. You do not want to be down 3-0, and especially against someone like JPop4Life. As we all know, only one contestant has come back from 3-0 down. That was 40 Watt against Fire Broth. That is the only time someone has come back from 3-0 down in Super Smash TV tournament history. So for me, this is a must-win for Telio.
Absolutely a must-win. And if I'm Telio, I just think, what do you got to do?
Well, the first thing is you can't make the mistake that you made in Eat My Shrapnel again like that. I know he's going to make that adjustment. But secondly, his opponent's luck has got to run out at some point. Both runners are ready. I'm going to count them down.
All right, while he does that, just want to let everybody know we have one more match after this, and that is Prince Leaf versus Jackamus Wedge. Great old school action. Old school Smash TV runners have been here since nearly the beginning. And we are going to have a really good race here. We have game number 3 going between JPop4Life and Tele01. And they're off at the same time. And away we go.
Yeah, and both of the runners, Jackamus and Prince Leaf, have both made it to the championship in the history of the tournament. But for one of the two runners, their journey is going to end today. So J-Pop so far 2 for 2 in the orb manipulation. He's looking good to make it 3 out of 3. So Telio uses the nuke. It's a good nuke, so he will have the whole shot. But JPop4Life looks good once again on that manipulation.
Early 49 for Telio, late 49 for J-Pop, but that's essentially what J-Pop wants. Let's see if he gets that orb.
That should be right at the feet. It is. Telio gets a foot, so again, J-Pop with the advantage and now has a spreader. Not in the best of spots, though. Telio does get Vitamin R, so with good firing lanes, can at least keep it about even. Gonna have to dodge that grenade, which is right in the middle. But explosion, though, for J-Pop is gonna cost him a little bit of time, but he still has the lead, about a 117 to a 119, about 2.5-ish seconds. So Telio is gonna have some work to do. He needs to find an orb.
Needs to find an orb, needs to be wary about everything, and he needs to take care of business.
And Telio's gonna take the penalty just to clear the room. I don't blame him.
Yeah, he saw 4, and I don't blame him one bit.
Yep. J-Pop, though, has all of the goods. Razor Shield, Rocket, no problem. There's an orb for Telio, but also got grenades, but he'll be fine. So he's probably going to be about 3.5, 4 seconds back, I would say. It's a 159 for J-Pop. Telio is going to have a 204, so it's actually a 5.5 second lead for J-Pop. So Telio might have had a little bit of other situations with 4 shrapnels, but nonetheless, he's in the running, and this is what he needs to have. Now, he just needs to make sure he keeps the orb nice and healthy, and having a Razor Shield on the feet, that's definitely going to go a long way towards helping.
Yep, gets rid of some of the swarmers that are too close to you, and blocks the shrapnels most of the time.
Yeah, we've seen it happen throughout tournament play where it goes right through the Razor Shield. It is never a good feeling when it happens, and you hate to see it.
Yeah,
Razor
and it
Shield,
always happens to me.
yeah, I know, that is brutal. Rockets for J-Pop, and that's going to close the room. Now, he didn't get the perfect fire lane, so he has a third of a clip left. Might be enough to take them both. It'll definitely be enough for one, but Telio has gained a second. It's 257 plays 253. What's our product placement this time?
Oh, we're going to the land of Detroit, Michigan. We're going to Motown City.
Ooh, I have not been to Detroit myself, but that sounds like a heck of a time. So, man, so many good restaurants. Yeah, that's just the thing. You want to make that road trip, maybe not necessarily just to travel, but to go to all these restaurants. And yeah, that was enough to take down both of the gunners. So J-Pop with perfect firing. Invulnerability, Telio can ignore the bullets, but this Razor Shield, that will definitely help him.
By the way, the restaurant Taqueria El Rey
Hmm.
in Mexican Town in downtown Detroit.
Got it. All right. So Talia with the Razor Shield can focus on the middle. J-Pop's gone away from the middle, so his kill count is going to be a little lower than Telio, so it's hard to say who's going to come out of this room first. Rockets, that could swing the advantage to Telio.
Unfortunately, spreaders popped at the feet, but I don't think that matters too much, though. At the end of the room, they are pretty much even. Telio's got the lead by a second.
Yep, a 1 second lead, 403 versus a 404. So Telio needs the Mutoid Man fight to cooperate with him and not cooperate with J-Pop. Rockets to start for Telio, that's a great opener. The Lobbers for J-Pop, also a great opener. So now the Ball Buster. Telio, yes. J-Pop, yes.
And Telio takes a death, waits for a drop, and it's Rockets.
Oh, but look at this. J-Pop getting a spreader in the perfect location and comes toward him as well. The RNG favoring the favorites. Telio with lobbers. I mean, that's nice and all, but he is trailing again.
Right. Fortunately for Tele01, J-Pop was pushed into a lobber, so the spreader didn't get the maximum effect it should.
It's a full form lead and change right now for J-Pop. Telio needs to see a spreader as the head pops off as J-Pop continuing the damage, but it's a mother hen. There's the spreader. He obviously cannot die for it. Time for some manuals for J-Pop here. He's doing great on the manuals as he's on final form. Holy smokes. Those were some amazing manuals right there. J-Pop should win this game.
I don't think he missed one.
Wow. And it's going to be another 536, I believe, for JPop4Life. That is going to be back-to-back 536s. That is absolutely crazy, Sigma. Actually, 535. Holy Toledo.
Yeah, just amazing manuals. He kept pace. Like, he stopped firing when he saw Mutoid vibrate and then went back and was able to keep that damage constant. And it did the trick.
It really did. Those are the best manuals I've seen in a long time, possibly ever. I cannot remember the last time someone had manuals as good as J-Pop. That is how you win championships. I mean, he plays like that against the top calibers, which he is right now against Telio. You're going to win a lot of games doing that. And Telio with a 617, again, that's a solid, respectable time, Sigma, but he loses by 42 seconds. That is just crazy.
And I don't know what J-Pop was doing. Like, is he in stud silent? He's like, whoa, I'm doing this well? I just need to calm down. steal my nerve. I'm up 3-0. I don't want to let this slip away like the Sharks did against the Kings in 2014.
Right, indeed. So now, yeah, J-Pop cannot believe the luck he's had. He's been what? I think he's had all three sub sixes up to this point, and his last two have been even better. 536, 535. We'll see if he can go 4 for 4 on sub sixes. And Telio, there's just nothing you could do about that. He played extraordinarily well. It's just Mutoid absolutely has been against him all match. That has to change right now, or he's going into the second chance bracket. Both runners are ready. I'm counting them down.
All right, as Cards counts them down, the next matchup will be Princely versus Jacobus Wedge. The winner of that one will play off against Real Zero at a date to be determined.
Yes, indeed. So I've turned both runners loose here, so we should be underway right now. So game number 4, it's quadruple match point for JPop4Life. Telio is going to have to pull off the 40 watt if he wants to send JPop down to the second chance bracket. Here we go. So J-Pop, who is currently 3 for 3, looking to finish 4 out of 4, as Telio does get the whole shot, a negligible one, but it is going to be J-Pop who is almost certainly going to get a 4 for 4 out of his orb manipulations in this match. So again, the pressure is going to be on Telio to get a great drop here. So there it is, 4 for 4. Rockets for Telio, that'll be nice.
Yeah, not too keen on that location though.
No, the location could have been better, but you know, you're going to take what the game is going to give you at this early juncture here. A Razor Shield followed up that with a spreader now for Telio. So the weapons are at least going to keep him in it, because I don't think J-Pop has gotten anything to really complement that orb. So J-Pop does have about a 115. Telio right there with a 118, about a 3.5 second lead or so for J-Pop. But once again, Telio is going to be fishing for an orb.
Fishing for an orb, but he should be okay. The firing lanes have been pretty fine, and he's getting a good complement of spreaders, so he should be okay.
Once again, just like in the last game, J-Pop, all the goods. He's got a Razor Shield. He's got rockets. He's got more rockets. This is just absolutely insane here. So J-Pop is going to be out the door as if he needed more rockets. He'll have a full set going into Total Carnage and a 157 to boot. Telio did all he could. He's got a 202, but he's in big trouble if he does not see it. Are you kidding me, Sigma? A Razor Shield on the feet to start Total Carnage? What is this RNG?
I'm receiving word that the type of RNG that we're talking about is, yeah, Super Nerd from last week is in my ear.
Well, in any event, J-Pop has everything.
2.5 quadrillion to 3 trillion.
I don't know what that number is, but it must be an astronomical number nonetheless. I mean, J-Pop, look at this time. It's a 2:46 into the bonus room, one of the fastest we've seen. That's crazy. The only bad thing is no weapon to start, tank trouble. If he gets rockets, oh, I swear. And Telio has still been orbless throughout game number 4. He's done nothing wrong, Sigma. He finally gets an orb, but that damage could be well beyond prepare here. And he almost lost that orb at the end. He could not afford to do that. It's going to be a 3-12. He's 26 seconds back. Disgusting. It's a dude. So now the game at least keeping us a little bit modest here, Sigma.
Right. Then he's going to drop a Razor Shield and a rocket.
We'll see if you're right. Well, spreader. But that's going to be a fine drop there for J-Pop. The one gunner is still attached. Another spreader in the southeastern corner here. And now J-Pop can just focus on the firing lanes here as the second gunner is down. Telio needs rockets. He needs rockets. Give it to him. Well, it gave it to him, but in a terrible spot. But he'll go ahead and grab them anyways, and both gunners will be down. So, all right. So now Telio just needs to keep it clean, Don't worry about what J-Pop's doing right now. And look at that nuke to finish through him. He's got a 354. He has another shot at a PB here.
He needs
75.
74 seconds.
Yeah, 354. He gets a 75. That's 509. That would be second place on the leaderboard. Now, if he were to get 70 seconds, that's world record. But that's asking for a lot, obviously. And look at this spreader. And he got the ball buster to go with it. Are you kidding me?
We might be seeing magic, folks. And by the way, just to let everybody know, the record for the tournament is 516.
Yep, so J-Pop is now going to grab the grenades here. He needs another good spreader here to, you know, perhaps get that PB, perhaps get that tournament record. Right now, he needs to see a spreader. I think the next drop needs to be a spreader here if he wants to see that world record happen. There's a spreader for Telio. He'll have to go manuals here. Not getting any manuals. There's a good spreader. Unfortunately, the world record is going to be dead for J-Pop. Right now, he just needs to focus on finishing it. He gets a spreader. He'll have to go around to get it. Can he get it?
He's not going to get it.
He doesn't get it, and he is not happy about that. It wasn't going to be a tournament record anyways, but look at this. Telio is starting to catch up here. He needs a drop, though. He's going manuals. They're on the same form. And an invulnerability. Oh, my goodness. Final Four Telio has somehow taken the lead. It's a spreader, the worst drop in the Final Four, but Telio has the lead. Final Four for J-Pop, and Telio somehow, some way, has come all the way back and win game number 4. What the heck?
I hate to say it's about J-Pop because he's been playing so well. He went for the home run ball, and that just cost him.
I mean, you're not wrong there, Sigma, but look at that time from Telio, a 5:39. You know, we were so fixated on what J-Pop was doing. What the heck kind of Mutoy Man fight was that for Tele01? We'll have to go back because that had to be one of the fastest Mutoy Man fights that I've seen in quite some time in a tournament setting. We'll have to go back on that, but Tele01, whoa, what a comeback. It's 3-1.
By the way, if you're playing the Smash TV Bingo, Sub 6 loses a race. It's marked. And that secret room, that was the distance, and it was further in Tank Trouble, and Telio, that had to be like a 70-second Mutoy.
I think you're right about that. We'll definitely go back and look at that. I know I'm going to look at this when we're done with this, but wow. You know, we were so fixated on J-Pop trying for the record there that Telio came all the way back. That's one of the greatest comebacks you will ever see, folks. And if this kickstarts his way to pulling off the reverse sweep, remember that game. Both runners are ready. Let's count them down. Let's keep it going. Good luck. All right, here we go. It's game number 5. It's still triple match point for J-Pop. Let's see if that game number 4 confidence will carry over for Tele01 and get him one step closer. Because as Bryceoff always says, Sigma, you can't win all 4 at the same time. You got to win it one at a time.
Yep, and firing lanes are good for Telio. Picks up some feet. That's all he's getting is feet, but you just plow right through, and he's good.
All right, and J-Pop is going to have the whole shot. He was 4 for 4 coming in on the orb manipulations. He's looking to be 5 out of 5. So again, if he did it correctly, it should be spawning right in his feet, just a little bit south of the middle of the room.
Chat says he's got it, and he does. That's 5 for 5. However, rockets for Telio, so it's pretty much even.
Yeah, again, good weapon drop here for Telio. He'll go ahead and ignore that spreader until his rockets are out. Now he'll go ahead and grab it. So keeping the firing good, keeping the good quality weapons, and more rockets now for Telio, so he could have the lead coming out of this room here. It'll be close. JPop missing some shots, and in fact, it is a Telio lead going into Eat My Shrapnel, but once again, he's going to be looking for an orb here.
Finishes off that opening salvo. JPop's got rockets. Telio's got an Razor Shield. That will help him clear out some of the shrapnel's grenades. It's not too bad in this room because it helps you take out the shrapnels.
No, not at all. It's just that JPop once again got the same combination of weapons. Italia gets an orb, so he's going to stay afloat and potentially keep the lead here, depending on what the last drop ends up being for Telio or JPop. So very close. Shrapnel did go off, so that's a 159 plays a 201. So Telio did lose a little bit of time, but second and a half, I think he'll take it at this point.
Yeah, and he burned all of the spreader that he brought in. And Telio drops.
A mistake. He runs it right into the purple shirt there, Sigma, and that potentially could be fatal.
Yeah, you can't make any big mistakes like that, especially this deep in the run. And now his Razor Shield is melting.
Yeah,
he needs an orb. And he steps on a mine.
This run was his, but now it's mine. Maybe Telio got a little bit too overzealous after that victory here because he's making mistakes that he normally wouldn't make. And JPop again with a 249, a very high 249. It's another sub 250 into the bonus room. And Tele01, that writing could be on the wall right here. Just some mistakes, and now the game is just, we gave you that comeback in game number 4. You're out of luck now is what the game is telling Tele01, because JPop, that lead is big. He is 24 seconds back is Telio.
The only saving grace for Telio is that he's got rockets.
Yes. If you can chain rockets in tank trouble, you can make up some time here. I mean, that's something you shouldn't be banking on, but at least with the rockets he's got, he will be able to take out the 2 gunners up top.
Meanwhile, JPop just having clean firing lanes here with the pea shooter.
Yeah, he's doing a great job here. The rockets do the job for Telio. Now he'll go ahead and grab the spreaders. He'd like to get an orb to at least mitigate the damage, or at least some more rockets. So JPop is going to be out of this room first. The only question is how much is that lead going to be, as we still have not seen a replacement orb until now. Bad spot, but good grab there for Telio. But JPop definitely with the big time advantage here. Telio is, and the rockets will help too, so maybe he's going to cut into this lead a little bit here and give himself a little bit of hope into the Mutoid Man fight.
JPop did get the ball buster, and now he's just laying damage into Mutoid Man, hoping for a decent drop. Yeah. He's going to get grenades. That'll help stem it. He's going to try to manual this spreader. Not getting my. Oh, there it is.
Vulnerability on the foot. Are you kidding me? As Telio forgoes the ball buster, he saw the key, and now he gets a second key. He still had a chance at about 23, 24 seconds
look at this.
back.
Manuals galore by JPop.
He got the glitchtoid. He's gonna go ahead and grab the lobbers. He's looking good here. He is shaking off that game number 4 like it's nothing. He's gonna go 5 for 5 on sub 6s here. Final form now for JPop. And again, I think maybe Telio, this is again, even without the mistake, you're putting times like this against anybody. You can make no mistakes. You're not winning this. This is going to be the best time of the day for JPop right here, as he's going to win this 4 games to 1. Wow.
Is this 532? There's nothing you can do against it. Even if Telio played perfect, it wasn't going to happen.
No, I'm going to say this live here. This is like watching a bonus round of Bingo Blitz. There's nothing he could do about it. And especially when you're getting empty drops upon empty drops like that. But JPop, the consistency. 5 games, 5 sub 6s, 3 sub 540s. That is going to win you 99.99% of matches right there. Wow.
It was just an unbelievable set of 5 by J-Pop. I don't think we've had a set of 5 games in the tournament. I could be wrong about this. Maybe CHX did it. Maybe Bri did it. But I have to think the average time for all 5 of those races, like we had a 5:36, 5:35, 5:32, and the other 2 were sub 6, where just you take those average times and it's like 5:40.
Yeah, it's in the 540s for sure. It's just absolutely insane. The consistency. I mean, he played very, very well. He made very few mistakes throughout this entire match. And Teleo is going to have over a 7-minute. That is just not Tele01 performance right there. You don't see 7s from Tele01. It's just, he did not play well. And all, except for game number 4, all throughout this match, Mew Toyman went against him. Bad drops, wrong order drops, wrong location drops. It just was not Teleo's day. Just plain and simple. It was J-Pop's day.